What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Fight House. If I sound a little tired, it's because, well, look at the last 14 days. We are collectively suffering from one hell of a combat sports hangover. The UFC really decided to test our endurance to start 2026. First, we had UFC 324 in Vegas. I'm still seeing that Rose Namajunas eye injury in my nightmares. Absolutely gnarly stuff. And the energy for Gaethje and Pimblett? The T-Mobile Arena was vibrating. Then, with zero time to recover, we went straight to Sydney last weekend for UFC 325. Volkanovski versus Lopez 2 was everything we hoped for. But can we talk about Mauricio Hufi? That man didn't just beat Rafael Fiziev. He put a stamp on the division that says, I am a problem. But the pay-per-view circus has left town. The crowds are gone. The jet lag is setting in. And that means one thing: we are back home. We are back in the quiet violence of the UFC apex. This Saturday, we've got UFC Vegas 113. And listen, I know it's easy to check out after two massive numbered cards. You look at a fight night and think, I'll catch the highlights. Do not do that with this card. We've got a fantastic bantamweight headliner with Mario Bautista welcoming Vinicius Oliveira to the upper echelon. If you like high-paced grappling versus absolute striking chaos, that is your fight. But there is a hidden gem right at the start of the main card that I think tells the story of the light heavyweight division right now. I'm talking about Dustin Jacoby versus Julius Juicebox Walker. Let's take a look at the veteran first. Dustin Jacoby. The man is 37 years old. He has been around the block. Glory kickboxing, the UFC, the regional scene, and back again. Jacoby is the definition of professional. He isn't going to do anything flashy that you haven't seen before. But what he does at an elite level. He builds fights. He has that piston-like jab, which he uses to just disrupt your rhythm constantly. And he pairs it with those thudding leg kicks. If you let Dustin Jacoby settle into a rhythm, he will drown you in volume. He's coming off that knockout of Bruno Lopez last May, proving he's still got crack in those hands even pushing 40. Then you have the chaos agent, Julius Walker. Walker is 26 years old. He's 7-1. He's a former college basketball player, and you can see that raw athleticism the second the fight starts. He is twitchy, he is fast, and he hits like a truck. He had a rough welcome to the UFC against Alonzo Menafield, but he bounced back against Cerqueira in August. Walker isn't looking to win a technical kickboxing match. He wants to create a car crash. He wants to blitz you, overwhelm you with speed, and land that one shot that turns the lights out. So here's the breakdown. This fight comes down to distance management. Julius Walker actually has a slight reach advantage, 78 inches to Jacoby's 76. But Jacoby fights longer. He knows how to stand right at the end of your punches and make you miss by an inch. If Walker hangs out at kickboxing range, trying to trade jabs with Jacoby, he is going to get picked apart. He's going to get his lead leg chewed up, and he's going to get frustrated. Walker's win condition is ugly. He needs to crash the distance, make it dirty, and turn this into a brawl where his speed and youth can shine. However, I'm leaning towards the veteran here. The small cage at the apex favors action, sure, but it also favors guys who don't panic in the pocket. Jacoby has seen everything. I think he survives the scary explosive moments in round 1. He establishes that jab, and he starts to pour it on in rounds 2 and 3 as Walker's gas tank starts to fade. I'm taking Dustin Jacoby by unanimous decision, teaching the young prospect that there are levels to this game. It's going to be a fun one, so keep your eyes glued to that screen when these two walk out. All right, moving on.
What's up, everybody? This is Ensign Inoue, and you're listening to the Fight House podcast. Right on.